right, Geeter, let's go. You know the skyline. It's the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, our only visit of the year. We're going back-to-back games with the Bulls. Spectrum Sportsnet proudly presents the NBA. It is Chicago and the Lakers as the road trip commences. What do the standings bring today? Well, so many of these teams are in action tonight. We will keep you updated, but currently the Lakers are ninth. Could go either way depending on what happens this evening. Hello again, everybody, and welcome. As I mentioned, Stu, the beginning of 5 games in a row on the road, albeit, let's be fair, the last one will be at Crypto.com Arena against the Clippers. But everything's so tight, it is now or never time as far as the purple and gold.
And that's the way the team has to approach it, too. They've got to approach each game as if it's a must-win situation. The attention to detail has to be there. They've got their leader back now. Second game back after missing 13 against the Bulls in a losing effort. He led them in scoring with 19 points. Played 30 minutes, so obviously the foot wasn't an issue. Timing may have been a little bit, but I look for him to get that back tonight. But the key to this team is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis on Sunday had 15 points, but look at the numbers that I'm going to talk about. 8 field goal attempts. When Anthony Davis gets less than 10 field goal attempts, the team is not very good. But when he gets 10 or more field goal attempts, the winning percentage goes up quite a bit.
Be aggressive as he comes back to his hometown of Chicago. Now the Bulls are currently 10th in the Eastern Conference, and barring a collapse, they are going to be in the play-in. Beat the Lakers handily on Sunday, then lost. Yeah. Our referees tonight, John Goebel, Ben Taylor, Jason Goldenberg.
The Lakers are really making good decisions out of the double team. There's a secondary defender, 2 quick passes, open man in the corner, and Vandy knocks down the triple.
Shooting 29% on the year. He's now 5 for 23 as a Laker from downtown. So Troy Brown Jr., who's been starting a bunch of games, obviously. He stayed in the starting 5 the other night, had made 14 straight starts. He's in off the bench, and so is Rui Hachimura. As mentioned, he was the odd man out of the rotation in the last game. Vucevic, it's been all about Vuce here in the first quarter. He's got all the points, every one of their points. Nobody else has scored.
And if they can do that the rest of the game, the Lakers have a good chance.
They got a good chance. I don't think he's going to match Wilt Chamberlain. Throw it down! AD
said, yeah, you scored on me on one end, but take this.
Again, 4 of his last 8 games, 17 points or fewer. Stu kind of pointed out the shot attempts in the open. How the Lakers do when he shoots more than, 10? Here it is. Williams trying to battle for the rebounds.
Another look at Anthony Davis off the dribble, just taking Vuk right to the rim, and the 2-hand flush. That's good ball handling and good elevation.
Now, the Lakers did have 6 in double figures in the loss against Chicago on Sunday afternoon. They had 6 between 13 and 19 points. Nobody had a huge game. Running the floor again, it's AD. Wide open is Reeves. Can't knock it down. Good rebound by Rui. Austin now with the fresh 14.
Austin knew he made that last shot.
Russell scores! 14-point Laker lead. 2.5 to play. First kick in Chicago. Davis doubled up that time. They knocked it away.
Yeah, that was a foul.
Certainly seemed like it. On the outside, going to be short. So Chicago continues their cold shooting from downtown. Just 1 for 7. Beasley stopped, pop, in and out, heartbreak. Tapped by Hachimura, taken by Patrick Williams out of Florida State.
You know, there's still 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Lakers have put up 29.
This one of 10 games in the NBA. Vucevic all the way. He's got 15 in the quarter. Timeout.
Timeout more than anything. Darvin Ham wants to know why Anthony Davis didn't get the whistle in his favor on their last trip down. But Vucevic.
T-Mobile coast to coast. Well, Ben Simmons going to get shut down. Boy, what a career he has had. Not what anybody thought it would be. Okay, these are sources. It's not official. D-Wade, Dirk, Powell, Tony Parker, Becky Hammond, and Pop elected to the Hall of Fame. They haven't lost with KD in the lineup. Have the Suns. He's only been there for a couple of games. He will return tonight. By the way, Minnesota, they're missing, what, 2 or 3 players this evening, but they have been on a roll, and Minnesota will be the next Lakers opponent.
Well, speaking of being on a roll, the Bulls are on a roll. Lakers have got to somehow stop this roll as they come out with, looks like 4 of their starters, as Troy Brown Jr. is on the court.
Austin Reeves returns for the first time since he went to the bench. 27-9 over the last 9 minutes.
Well, now the Lakers have, you know, with Vanderbilt, look at this long ball. Wow. That's what you set up out of a timeout?
Maybe
wow.
not. Trying to look and see what Billy Donovan's reaction is. Davis for the Lakers in the front court. 6.5 to play here in the first half of action. They knock it away from Reeves. Levine, LeBron's there, but no way he's going to challenge that.
The Lakers were hoping to see and get healthy, and they were great. Started the game really well, finished the second quarter really well with the 10-0 run. Now, the bench unit did struggle, and so you wonder if we'll see in the second half maybe a bit more of a stagger. You know, either D'Angelo Russell or maybe LeBron James, even Austin Reeves played some with that second unit. And, you know, that's the issue, right? When you have a new starting lineup, that means you're going to have a new bench rotation as well. And I think they probably took something out of that first half in order to stagger some. But, of course, you don't want to stagger too much, as the starting lineup was extremely successful together. So some stuff they're still ironing out. And Stu, you mentioned it, though, the turnovers. That's the number one thing the coaches said has to change.
Yeah, well, staggering that lineup shouldn't be that difficult. You just want to make sure you keep a couple of your starters out there pretty much all the time.
LeBron. Schroeder, count if it goes. Nearly went, and he'll shoot free throws.
Just as I anticipated, after the Lakers go to their bench and put wholesale substitutions, the Bulls go on a run. So Schroeder trying to stop a little bit of this onslaught.
Laker fans want to invite you to something. Sunday, April the 2nd. It's a Laker watch party presented by Michelob Ultra at the Pechanga Resort Casino. Starting at 4 o'clock. You'll get the chance to win prizes, take a photo with a championship trophy. Seating, first come, first serve. For more info, go to Lakers.com. In fact, if you need anything Lakers, go to Lakers.com. One-stop shop.
Dennis makes 2 free throws. He's only got 1 field goal in the game, so the second unit, usually led by Schroeder, has to pick it up some.
Chicago in the attacking zone. By the way, with that in mind, what I mentioned before, just 2 more home games left. Phoenix and Utah. Lakers steal. Defense, offense. Ooh, AD ran into it.